I've been going out to eat by myself lately, but I'll take my notebook with me so I can write little joke ideas. And I notice, like in different parts of town, sometimes people will try to guess what I'm writing in the notebook. Like whenever I'm in hood type areas, people are usually like, "Oh, he's writing raps." Right? But whenever I'm in like a nice uptown Starbucks, then people are like, "Oh, he's writing raps." One time I was like in a very like quiet, low-key coffee shop, and this girl comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, excuse me, are you writing poetry?" I was like, "No, I'm writing raps." I tried to hide my notebook, and she tried to peek over my shoulder. She was like, "How come it says jerk off right there?" I was like, "Don't worry about that. Streets is crazy. People die jerking off there." Try to eat healthy. Like I'm a type 1 diabetic, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say that. I think it's because I'm real slim. You know, it's kind of like hearing a really ugly dude tell you he got herpes. Because people just look at you like, you got it? Like you think you got it or a doctor told you you got it? Well, a doctor did tell me. I was diagnosed like at 6. And I had that same doctor from when I was 6 up until I was 18, which is a long time to have one doctor. So when I left, I thought it'd be nice to leave him a review on his website. So who knows him better than I do, you know? I was like, this man was my doctor for the last 12 years. And I am still diabetic. 1 star. I left him 1 star because of the nurses he had working for him. They used to try to lift you up, but I didn't like it. 'Cause they'll say things like, you know, in time, you could actually find that diabetes could be somewhat of a blessing in disguise. I think I'd rather have just a regular blessing. The disguise part is really messing with my blood sugar. You're a horrible nurse. But I took her advice. Like years down the line, though, I was at a bar and some of my friends started a little fight. And this dude pushed me. So in my head, I was like, diabetes. I didn't want to fight him, so I said, hey, man, you don't want to do this. I'm diabetic. And this is one of those little things that sucks about living in America. He goes, me too, and then punched me in my face. I've never cared about like a weight problem or a diabetes problem in this country, but when that happened, I was like, this is out of control, man, it's diabetes. I saw it as like, come on, man, we gotta stick together, but he saw it as like, nah, 2 types walked in, 1 type's walking out. But I go out to eat a lot. I've been having this problem at restaurants where I get skipped in lines pretty much every time by white women. Not saying I'm angry, I'm just saying, it's usually you guys. But I don't think it's a race thing. Like, I don't think white women are skipping me because I'm Hispanic. I think white women are skipping me because I'm short and Hispanic. Like, hear me out. You see a 6-foot Latino dude standing in line, that dude has the potential to be tall, tan, handsome. You respect that man's place in that line. But they see me, 5'7" Hispanic dude in line, in their mind they're probably thinking, he probably works here. I'm just getting in front of like. I don't say anything though. I don't really think it's a big deal. If anybody's wrong in the situation, it's me. Because if it's a good-looking white girl, I'm like, man, whatever. But if it's like a white woman that has a ring on her finger, then I'm like, racist. I don't say anything though. I feel like I learned my lesson once. Because I skipped a white woman once. I got in front of her and she goes, you're gonna regret that. I was like, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. I brushed it off. Then like 2 days later, I went to my old neighborhood to visit my grandma and they turned their house into a yoga studio. I was like, ah. They fucking got me. Honestly, I kind of like when I get skipped by white ladies. Only the older ones, because they do it with like some guts behind it, with some attitude. You know, like older white ladies with the little glasses. They'll get right in front of you and then look back at you like, what? Go ahead, say something. This is a target. Who do you think they'll believe? I'm like, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know where I fit in. I really don't. Like, I can't even hang out with my thug friends anymore because we'll be smoking together and then they like to say cool thug shit, but it'll also hurt my feelings a lot of the time. They get real dramatic when they hit the joint and be like, man, dog, you know, when I think about it, all my real friends are either dead or in jail by now. I'm like, give me back my weed, man. Changing my Hulu password, too. That's for my real friends. I got like my suburban friends, too, but they're like college kid, preppy type people, very cocky. Like, they can never answer questions by saying yes or no. They always gotta say stuff like, you know me. That's weird. That is the strangest way to answer a question. I talked to my buddy James. I was like, yo, James, a couple weeks ago, we were hanging out at that bar, and you seemed to hit it off with that one girl, and I've been meaning to ask you, did you two go home together? He was like, Ralph, you know me. You know me. I was like, dude, she's been missing for like 13 days, man. I don't know you at all. My educated friends are trying to get me into politics more. They're like, man, you don't ever see these immigrant stories on the news and get upset. You know what I mean? Because our parents were immigrants. Doesn't it make you mad the way they treat people? I was like, I don't watch it, but I mean, I'll try. Because I get it. Everybody has something to be offended by, you know? Like, and I want to be a part of my people. I want to find something to get offended about. I want to be mad. I was watching all these different political channels, but I couldn't care much. Until I started watching CNN. They were doing this special on China. And now I started getting a little offended, right? It caught me. The first thing that caught me, 80% of Americans don't trust President Xi Jinping. And I don't think that's true, because I don't think 80% of us knew China had a president. Called my buddy Peng, because he's from China. I was like, yo, you guys have a president in China? He says, no. He said, it's more of like a chairman position. I was like, oh, well, I don't trust him. And then I kept watching. They said, the biggest threat to our country is the country of China. And that's where I got mad. Because China has not only clothed and fed me for the last 20-something years, but after every meal, they give me a little message of inspiration. China's my biggest threat? No. I'll believe they're my mom before I believe they're my biggest threat. They start pressuring me to vote a lot. I don't like that either. I miss being a little kid, getting pressured into more human things, like gangs, drugs. You knew which one was dangerous. But with voting, you can never pick a right side sometimes, you know? You think you know, and then somebody comes out of the shadows with some hidden facts that they read online. It's hard to know what's true or not. You'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go Democrat because I heard they got a good health plan. They're like, no, yeah, they do. It's a good choice. And then out of the shadows, somebody pops up like, but also, they eat children. Oh. Okay, I don't want that. Let me check out the Republican side. And you get the facts on them. Oh yeah, they got a good budget plan. They're really trying to fix up the economy. You'll like it. And then out of those same shadows, somebody pops up with like, but also, they're the ones who purchased the children. Like, I'm good on kids, man. I'm good. I do want to vote. I do want to, but honestly, I want to do it for bragging rights. I feel like one day there's gonna be a badass president who legalizes all sorts of cool things across the country. Like mushrooms, weed, prostitutes. Not saying I'm just gonna go indulge in all of these, but I would like to think if, you know, by some circumstance I find myself sharing a legitimate blunt with a legal prostitute as we file her W-9. in that moment, I want to be like, you're welcome, by the way. I voted. I did this. Like, it's just scary. Like, you really do got to get informed, man. You can't just make a snap decision. Like, I'm 25, but I don't feel like I'm old enough to vote. You know, like I want to pick a president, but at this age, like I'm still learning how to pick good mechanics. I got my wheel alignment the other day by a dude who guessed the price off the top of his head. I just pulled in. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, how much is it for a wheel alignment?" He was kicking my tires. I just looked at him like, I don't know either. But I went with him because he seemed trustworthy enough. But my car drives more crooked now than when I gave it to him. I don't know much about cars or politics, but I do know this. I do know that sometimes people running for office scare me for the same reason that mechanics scare me. Have you ever noticed people who run for office talk about the country the same way mechanics talk about your car? They're like, can I fix it? Yes, but I gotta take it apart from the inside. Really, it's gonna take me some time, especially because look, I don't know if you saw this, but the guy who had it before me, he really fucked this up.